Alright, we're back again. I just defeated in the last episode the Ros guy? Is that right? I don't know. But there's some things that we want to get before we move on to the next area. Like right here, there's a syrup. Which, had I known, I would have maybe tried to get before the battle, but whatever. There's a mushroom. Just out of curiosity, can I actually... No, okay. It's a little... I would probably be upset if I could have reached those on my own. Okay. So here's a little block thing. Okay, we got the water going.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh! We got Rex. So Rex is from the Mario World games. You want to hit him first. In Super Mario World, Rex had a unique... I don't know how to put it. Je ne sais quoi. Basically, in Super Mario World, Rex took 2 hits to defeat. And one would make him a little bit shorter and squatter. In this game, a very similar principle happens, and he gets smaller as you hit him. However, the taller he is, the faster he is. Does Luigi now have more POW? I think he does. Yeah. Yeah, I somehow made Luigi have a higher POW than Mario. That's not supposed to happen. Alright. So we need to put out that fire. Okay. Do. Whoop. Whoop.
Oh no.
Okay. Not great. Now is actually a good time to try that Bounce Bros. I think it's here. So that's the advance. And we missed. No matter how many times I try to do that bro attack, it always seems to miss. But then we try our advanced Splash Bros on, I don't know, the Dry Bones, maybe? Okay, Dry Bones. It's been a while since I played. But might be because I chose the upper one. Let's try the lower one. It always says miss. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, and that's why I don't really like that advanced technique. Okay. So we're gonna try that again. Alright. Got the water in our gullet. Okay. Alright, we got the tornado, but it's moved slightly, which is unusual. But we need it there, so that's fine. Why'd I do that? Okay. Syrup. Good. Alright, and then we can move up here. Got the syrup again. So, alright, just sped into a battle. That's fine. I'm going to conserve my syrup because I know that there is a much stronger boss on his way. 1-up is good. This is when we first find the moving tornadoes. Okay. That was close. Okay. What's over here? Nothing? Alright. just gonna go ahead and say that we don't need most of the things that are here. Okay. If you look in the background there, you can see Princess Peach's castle. It's because we're on top of a mountain, and so we can actually see into the Mushroom Kingdom. Which is one of the few times that you can do this in the game. So I think it's a really nice detail. Didn't need to go up here, but these are helpful. Just gonna skip right along to where the boss is. Yeah. Okay. So something that I've played this game so many times, and I didn't know that you could do this part I'm about to do. I thought the whole point of this telescope was that you just see the castle that you're going to go. I did not know that you could move the camera here. So there's like the Oho Oasis Island, there's Woohoo University, Joke's End. No, Joke's End is the icy one, huh? That's Joke's End. That's... What am I thinking? This is Teehee Valley. That's going to be very close to, Yeah, I never knew that you could do this. That is Chucklehook Woods. Just all these different areas that you can get to later in the game. And I never realized that you could use the D-pad there. Just trying to see if there's anything worth getting. Nope. Okay. So save often, save always. And we knocked that hoo-hoo block when we ran over. This guy's named Blablanodon. Yeah, Blablanodon. He's on top of a giant egg. Something about Prince Peasley is missing. This egg is here. Witches. Oh man, it's crazy. That's a shock. Talk about one crazy egg. Da-da-da. Fucking... Alright, cool. So, this guy. This guy is very similar to Rex. He is tall, and his attacks will hit you almost always, unless you make him shorter. Drago Ho-Ho. Alright, I did the wrong button there. Okay, so you hit him enough times and he'll get shorter, his attacks are slower, and that's generally how you do it. Okay. This little thing is similar to those pillars. He can jump on top of them, and then he's automatically taller. I'm going to go ahead and give Luigi some syrup. I forget how much HP the little stack things have. We're gonna go ahead and the Ho-Ho Stone. We're gonna go ahead and use a bro attack on that. Probably don't need to. Only 3 damage. Yeah. Okay, so they only have 5 health, it looks like. Okay. So we're gonna use a 1-up mushroom. Okay. Alright. Go. When he's shorter, it's much easier to dodge the attack, so you want to keep him shorter. Mario needs some syrup, so we're gonna give him some syrup. It's a little weird, right? Are they just drinking, like, maple syrup? I bet nobody's ever thought about that joke before. It's so original. It's so funny. Splash Bros. Okay. Oh, there he goes again. Alright, I just want to test to see if it has... Okay, they only have 4 HP. But I think what you want to do is also... Don't have any of the nut items yet. Haha. Awful. Okay. There we go! Not much to that fight. I did end up dying, so I can't really brag, but... Turns out that guy was actually Prince Peasley all along. Cackletta used magic and changed him into a horrible monster that we were fighting. Prince Peasley is supposed to be this Princess Peach equivalent. They changed some of the things in Bean Bean Kingdom, but there are a lot of analogs. So this is like a combination of Princess Peach as well as the Mario Brothers. He's their adventurer. He's their Finn the human. Right? I think that was a thing in Adventure Time, that each land had their own hero character. He gives Luigi a rose. A lot of people ship Prince Peasley with Luigi in this game. I'm one of those people. Alright, maybe we meet again. Blablana down brought us back down. Save often, save always. Cool. Back to Hoo Hoo Village. We need to talk to the Hammer Brothers, which are in here. Okay, so Hoo Hoo Block, they made hammer. They were so good, they made 2 hammers, one for each of us. So now we have the solo hammer, hit R and you use hammer. For the next couple of areas, a good strategy to have is Luigi in back with his high jump and Mario in front with hammer. Just because Luigi's high jump can still progress like platforming, but in addition, the hammer is used a lot in this upcoming area. Here's that thing that Fawful put up. Just destroy that. There we go. A nut is good. Nuts will actually increase the health of both bros at the same time, rather than the mushrooms. So, hammer, 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 whoop, hammer, and hammer. So this thing, you know, the water, we already know how that works. Hammer and hammer. So this rock is on fire, which is not something that rocks typically do. Okay, so Luigi can also use hammer in the back now, but we can't really use that yet. That's more for an area later in the game known as Chucklehug Woods, which I think I showed off when we were using the telescope. But now, if we hit L and R at the same time, that brings both things to just regular jump, which is good for coin blocks. Okay, I would like to not do this anymore, thank you. Save often, save always, and we're going to progress a little bit more before we call this episode good. I mean, we did defeat the Prince Peasley dragon, but at the same time, we're running slightly shorter than most of the other previous episodes, and I just feel we should make more progress. This guy is actually a ghost. Okay, so we need to play the minecarts minigame to progress. So, when I say he's a ghost, there's some weird, interesting pseudo things happening. The minecart's pretty easy. Mario has a flashlight and Luigi does not, so you need to collect battery for the flashlight, like right here. In addition, we're supposed to be getting these gems. This is perhaps the worst flashlight I've ever seen, considering how often it dies out. Luigi collects the green gems like that, and then Mario collects the red gems. I believe you want to get 10 gems by the end of the cart ride. I like to imagine this is how gem collecting works in real life, but also there's little enemies that you're supposed to avoid. I'm not particularly good at this. I feel it would be easier with an analog stick, or quite frankly, I'm not a fan. There we go. Oop. Okay, so if we get one more, like that. Oh, could have gotten some more. Oop, oop. Yep. So you can, of course, much like the border jump, you can go in and do it again and again, and get, like, beans and such. But I just did it for the progression. I'm not too concerned, I don't really want to play it that much. Let's get some of these blocks. Already another save block, which is a little weird. Okay, track's end. This is still part of Hoo Hoo Mountain, which is interesting. Okay, and now we're going to go into the little tutorial section. Now you may notice between here and Hoo Hoo Mountain when we got the hammers, there haven't been any enemies. Okay. But there are bro attacks that you can do with the hammer. No, there aren't. Not yet. That ain't right. Okay. So they're teaching you how to use the solo hammer, is what I meant to say. So when the hammer starts shaking, you want to hit the brother button. But you can also use it to defend. Now, press and hold B when you release it. Yeah, okay. No. Okay. Alright. They make a little pun, which I think works better in the Japanese, but this is still part of Hoo Hoo Mountain. Here's a rock you cannot break yet. I think up here there's not really that much. But down here, getting into some area that is not Hoo Hoo Mountain. So using your hammer is the only way to defeat these Sharpies because they have spikes, but at the same time using your hammer to start a battle just stuns them and doesn't actually make them lose damage. But it stuns them for multiple turns, which is good if you're new at the game. Okay. I'm just going to avoid them because I don't find it that necessary to fight these guys. I'm not going to try to get 100%, but if I come across an enemy like that, I'm not going to skip them. Okay. Nice. Okay. Alright, 33. That's not bad. Alright, we're just gonna keep doing these. Alright. So Prince Peasley gave us that rose and invited us to go to the Hoo Hoo Castle, which, if we look at this, Bean Bean Castle, not Hoo Hoo Castle, Bean Bean Castle. These blue flowers will be important much later on. There's some statues right there. Obviously, that's going to be a bean. We don't have the ability to get beans yet. Where am I going? So, the castle is going to be... Whoa, that is the wrong area. So, okay, a fun fact, actually, while we're here. This area you don't get to access. See, there's an enemy that we're not strong enough to defeat yet. In the 3DS one, they will actually blockade this area off, so you can't go exploring and leveling up higher than you should be at the time. So I'm just going to avoid those enemies. If we go down here, though, here's the entrance to Hoo Hoo Castle, which I keep saying Hoo Hoo Castle, Bean Bean Castle, which we will check out in the next episode. Alright, thanks for watching.